All right, this hand seems actually pretty good to me. Because we go white, human, black, I guess? Right? Okay, Kumano versus Kakazan. So let's go here and we'll just go white. Not bad, not a bad start, my friends. Not a bad start. Question is, do we start off with Catilda or Athalia, right? Huh. Well, that kind of makes me want to start off with Athalia, to be completely honest with you. Slow them down a little bit. And then we could play Catilda. Oh, actually, maybe it should have been the other way around, I guess. Well, at least we have a block here. Ancestry, okay. Alright. I mean, not bad. We're still at a decent life total. So, ooh, double Catilda. Not great. Not great. Let's go... Red we don't need. Is it black? It's probably green. And then we go like Thalia and Swift Spear. Or I'm sorry, Magpie. Or we go here and attack. Attack, they just block here, so that doesn't do anything. So I think we hold. Attack next turn. Why did we take one? Green. White. Well, I don't understand why we... Is she not human? Okay. That's fine. So we have a target for Magpie. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. I think we can get that back. So... Alright. So here, human again. And then we can go... Oh, okay. Gotcha, gotcha. I see why we're taking one. Okay. So go this way. Here. Then play Magpie. And eat Swift Spear and our Catilda? Or... I think we don't eat anything. We just eat that. And then attack, have them double block. I think I'm okay with the double block here. Okay. So we're 8. Alright, we gotta be careful. So I wonder if we should have played Jarn. So let's see. It's gonna cut it pretty close. We're gonna get to flash that back, so we'll probably just chump. I think we have to chump. Can't go down any further. Could always just block. No, that wouldn't do anything. Could block here, give him the Swift Spear back. That seems kind of a trap, right? Think we just block. Think we just block. Alright, so Plaza. Here. And then we can... Can we activate? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, but he's summoning sick. Okay. So we just chump block, I think. Yeah, looking for our Jodah here. The splash of white definitely, our opponent definitely showed that it worked out. So let's see. They have another one, okay. For the human control, gains lifelink until end of turn. Okay. And that's indestructible. And it's trample. So I guess we're just dead for not having removal. There's no way we can kill him on the crackback. And this gives hexproof and indestructible. But they're in the... I guess we could block with everything, sack that. It's legendary, right? Here. And then we should be able to sack this, right? Oh. Alright, keep her alive. Didn't realize it was just one. Wait. Oh, that's awkward. Alright, there we go. So, green. Doing this to save us a life, I guess. I can get behind that. And then we just cast her again to flicker. We don't have a 2. We needed him for the life link. That's unfortunate. I just couldn't tell the way it was stacked. Do it again. So... with lesser value. Okay. At least Thalia can block now. So I think we double block here. Keep our life total up. Sorry, it's the very first run with the deck, so still learning some stuff. Opponent having back-to-back Fire of Ignitions has worked out really well for them. So if they go here, it's going to be an 8. Indestructible. So we could still block with Jodah at least. Takes up their whole turn. And then we could start activating Catilda. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That seems reasonable. It's unfortunate. I just couldn't see the way they blocked. So maybe we should have kept Jarred around. I thought it was ordered in the way it blocked. Because giving a human lifelink is pretty strong. Okay. It's not indestructible. That is not indestructible. So which one are you gonna... Okay. I'll take that. I'll take that. Here. I guess we could have also... No, we didn't have the mana to. We did not have the mana to. So let's hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pump. Swing. No, I think we just hold. I think we just hold. Activate. Okay. So trying to make that guy huge. Alright, let's see what they do. Alright. See if we could start turning the corner here. There we go. It's one of the things we were looking for. Can we just use this for... Let's see. I want to try to leave the plaza up if we can. Oh, but it's not... Alright, let's start cascading, see what we get. There we go. Alright, that should be enough now. Because we can attack here and here. See how they block and we give lifelink. Oh man, that was close. That was very close. But this is going to get us out of range. So we even with the stumble there, we still managed to get there. So I don't think we can die after we're going to gain quite a bit here. Alright, let's go. Oh, perfect. Here. Target human gets lifelink. And we could tap these two if we really wanted to. But I think we can wait on defense. Boom, boom. I guess we could have alphaed as well. Could we have gained 13 life? That would have been hilarious. But we didn't have the mana for it. Ignition. Trigger. Okay. Don't think that's going to do it, though. Because we have an 8-8 and a 7-8. So we're good. We pulled it off, thankfully. It was close. That was really close, man. It was scary for a little bit. If our opponent had burned, we would have just been dead, I think. All right, cool. Let's go to blocks. Block. And there you go. Wow. Holy cow. So, I can go black to cover these three, but no red. Yeah, I think we have to mulligan this. There we go. Okay, we'll keep this, tuck a Radadrobic, right? And this can be, let's see. This goes white. Keep, tuck a Radadrobic. And then let's hold off, excuse me, on the portal. Go with the Plaza of Heroes first, so we kind of have an idea. And I think we're going to try to lead off with the Denic over the Hajar. Oh, well, excellent. So let's get... Yeah, let's play Denic underneath the radar. So this is, let's see, we can go red, hold off on the portal a little bit longer. We have double white. So we'll attack first, see if they pull the trigger. Oh, another Plaza. Look at that. Nice. Nice, clean, healthy mana base. Let's get in there. And I think I'm going to go ahead and play the Hajar into whatever they're doing so we could potentially keep the Radadrobic. Not 100% sure. Let's see. Go for the throat. Fair enough. Alright, let's go here and play Hajar. And then that way, next turn, if they leave up mana, we could simply just disturb. Does disturb cast? You may cast this card from your graveyard. Okay. So, we'll see. Playing Esper. They could take this opportunity to play... Yeah, Rafine. Okay. Yep. So, let's go ahead and Radadrobic here. And no point in attacking. They are going to trigger that. Next turn, we get to Thalia, potentially to throw off the Emperor, if that's what they're packing. I mean, they will get an activation of Rafine, unfortunately. Let's see, what's another option we have? We can summon Denic, so we can hold off on Thalia, but I think keeping Denic at 4 is more beneficial should we happen to draw. Okay. Pitch another Rafine, that's not bad. Alright, let's see. A Ganjo. Need that a little bit sooner. So play this on... We don't need double black. I think we played on green. And go ahead and play Denic. Because they have the go for the throat. And then just attack here. There's no way we can Aganjo. We'll just block here. They're going to plus. So I think we just attack here. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we should have attacked with both. Go for the throat. Target creature you control gain indestructible. So we're a double block. Yeah, I guess we might as well just get the extra damage, right? And then that should trigger. Alright. And we still have the other one that we could sack. Of course, it's not going to be enough to unfortunately deal with Rafine. But I think that was the correct play. Alright, let's see what we got going on. Shouldered. Roger that. Okay, they're comfortable just doing one. I guess they figure they'll gain enough life and whatnot. So at least we have some clues that we can draw. I'm not gonna block. Really not a point right now. Yep, we'll draw another Thalia. Man, that's actually pretty awkward. Pretty awkward. Last thing we really wanted to see here. Let's draw, see if we can still find a little bit. Worst case scenario. Okay, okay. That's actually something. So here. Put 2 counters here. Put 2 counters here and swing. Do we trade a Rudadravik for the Shouldered? And we can also sack to give it indestructible. Why not? Let's go with the Vigilant. And are we blocking or not? Get in for 8. That's half their life. They gain life. We block, sack. Think we leave Dennick back. Because we may have to block here. Sack this to get in there for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Man, maybe. It's going to be a little close. I'm definitely glad we drew there. It is unfortunate we used the Ganjo, but they can't attack into us except with Rafine. And we may block here. I'm not 100% sure. Reckoner, okay. They're going to draw, go back up. Let's see if they try to... If they draw with Dennick, we can block. We can block, sack, kill the Shouldered. We have a couple options here. Couple options. We also have the opportunity of using Plaza. Okay. Ah, I see what they're doing. Okay, fair. Gives it legendary creatures. Okay, so we could block here. Okay. And we could deny them the life gain. They are going to gain 6, though, so we're not going to kill them anytime soon. Alright, that all happens. Alright, so... +6. So how are we doing this? Block. 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 And then sack the Hajar. I don't know if we can... Actually, we didn't... Oh, I forgot the math. It's a +1. So actually, we didn't need to do that. We could have killed both of them. Oh, okay. I see what they're doing. They're doing it in response. Okay. So, got it. Man, I feel so silly. I forgot about the +1. So we could have killed Rafine here as well. We didn't need the double block. Oh, man. The struggle bus is real. The struggle bus is real. Alright, so Thalia. Oh my gosh, really? Wow, deck. Wow. No, undo. We don't need to do that. Thran portal is not what we wanted to see. Let's go black. Play Thalia. Put counters here. Oh, sequencing. Nice. Nice. Oh man, that's too funny. That is too funny. Sequencing, Jedi, sequencing. Another Shouldered. Okay, I'm glad we drew when we did. I wasn't even thinking. I was hoping we could draw something a little bit better. So at least we have a block. They gain. This is interesting. So 2 punts in 1 game, man. Welcome to the struggle bus, my friend. So we can double block, get this off the board. But then we use Thalia. Or Hana. So, oh, gosh, I can't believe I punted twice, man. Twice in 1 game. Twice in 1 game. Life gain's pretty relevant. It's not helping. Not helping. Two counters here. Attack here. And then flood the board. I didn't want them to gain 2 life. That's why I didn't play that first. Interesting thing. We're going to have to leave a Plaza of Heroes. So it's 3, right? 1, 2. So we can only cast either Adeline or Gwen or... so let's go with Adeline. So let's go... Right? 1, 2, 3, yeah. And then we can potentially block. Or do Thalia. And just suck it up and go to blocks because we're going to take 2 damage off our Thran portal. Yeah, I think maybe we should have. So let's see where they put the counters at. Put the counters there. Gain plenty of life. Yeah, I punted. Like, they won. If we had killed the Rafine. If we had killed the Rafine, I think we would have won this game, honestly. Because then we could have been attacking fearlessly. But instead, they were able to kind of filter through their stuff, gain life. So, yeah, that was on me, for sure. That was for sure on me. Alright, let's go to blocks. And block. Block. Is there any way we could double block this? We lose Radadravik. These are replaceable. We want to make sure she dies. Yep. Let's do it this way and see what happens. I guess we could have, if we were going to do that. So go down to 5. Trigger. We may be able to crack back. We'll see. Okay, that's... Do we draw here? I think we do. I think it's the big man or bust. I think it's Jodah or bust here. 2 mana left. There it is. There it is. All right. Auto pay. Go down to 2. And we can give it haste. They block. I think this is going to be enough thanks to the haste. We can play Thalia. The pause could be the Bank Buster. I'm going to say it's the Bank Buster. So we didn't really need the draw there, but there was no chance. So let's see. Is it a go for the throat? And I guess because of that, we could have played Thalia first, but I also... Oh yeah, it wasn't blue, so they weren't going to have make disappear. So we should have Dahlia'd first. That way it rules out the go for the throat. Man, I played this game pretty sloppy. I'm not going to lie. Pretty sloppy. There's just a lot going on here. They can crew it, block here, and then they still take block. Yeah. They're drawing. Okay. And then they block 24. Yeah, they're still dead. We still got it. Okay, cool. Cool. Man, good old Helena and Helena, man. Yeah, because this right here is 21. They have to block here, man. Ooh, even with the punts, man, the power. They had an active Rafine, 2 Shouldereds, and we didn't have any removal when we still got there after 2 punts. That is insane. Struggle bus is real. Yeah, they probably can't believe it either. It's got to be a little on the frustrating side, and I can respect it. I could definitely respect it, man. There's just so much going on right now. But yeah, I definitely messed up. There's so much text on all these cards, and this, I mean, I literally just started playing this, so. But hey, we caught the struggle bus for a reason, right? Yeah, they tilted out, unfortunately, which is not the best, but I mean, that was insane power. Insane power. Yeah, we could have killed the Rafine. We played into the make disappear. Like, it is what it is, though. Did we gain any life there? We didn't, did we? So, I mean, luckily we're recording, so even though they tilted, it still gives us a chance to reflect. I think they're just a little frustrated, but they did pitch like a bunch of cards too. They pitched the go for the throat, make disappear. So, like, jeez. Oh my gosh, so much damage. Oh. What is up, my fellow knights and Puntawans? Welcome back to the MTG Struggle Bus, where I, Jedi, struggle more to play Magic, so hopefully you don't have to. If playing heroes is your jam, then you may have come to the right place, my friends, because that's exactly what's on the menu for today. Thanks to my patrons suggesting this, we are finally, first time on this channel, I brew a Jodah the Unifier deck. This is a Wooburg human wizard that's a 5/5. And here's the reason why you have to specifically brew around this guy. Legendary creatures you control get +X/+X, where X is the number of legendary creatures you control. Whenever you cast a legendary spell from your hand, exile cards from the top of your library until you exile a legendary non-land card with lesser mana value. You may cast that card without paying its mana cost, put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. So he essentially he's a coat of arms for all your legendaries and has attacks on Cascade every legendary. Extremely powerful card. So as you can see, we are leaning very, very heavy into this. This is my first brew of the list, and I decided to just really go full force on the synergy here. So as you can tell, everything in our deck is a legendary creature minus the lands to really facilitate that going off. It's extremely powerful because, hey, legendaries normally have extra text tacked onto them. So let's go ahead and just go right down the line. It does have a humans sub-theme, -2 cards, which we'll get to in a moment. And that's what's going to end up fixing our mana. So that's why we're going to start off with Catilda. Catilda is a human that allows all our humans to tap for mana. This allows us to ramp, dump our hand very quickly, as well as providing a little bit of fixing. Not too much, but a little bit. And then later in the game, she has our Plan B effect, which is to activate her and 6 mana to give a +1/+1 counter to all our creatures. Next up, we have Hajar, Loyal Bodyguard, which is mainly a protection spell, right? Sacrifice Loyal Bodyguard, and then all our legendary creatures, which is just about everything minus tokens, gets a +1/+0 and indestructible until end of turn. Very powerful card to stop a negative combat, blocks very well, and then also to avoid specific certain board wipes. Denick, Pious Apprentice, is a legendary creature. More importantly, though, not only does he have Disturb to come back and give us a little bit of resilience, but he has Lifelink, which is very important in today's current meta where aggro is running rampant. Getting the coat of arms effect on this guy really does a lot towards stabilizing us. Thalia, same fantastic disruption card, taxes our opponent, doesn't tax anything on our side of the board. Giving a first strike creature a buff to their stats is always good. Just a very powerful card. And these are the 2s that we cascade into. These do not cascade into anything. Going into the 3s, Lagrella the Magpie, fixing because 3 colors, but more importantly, she gives us the ability to exile one of our creatures to protect against a board wipe if we so choose, but also to get rid of one of our opponent's creatures. So this is kind of our form of pseudo removal. Gwenna, Eyes of Gaia, is not a human, but I'll tell you why she's in here. She adds 2 mana of any color to cast creature spells. Once again, everything in our deck is a creature spell. And so the fixing and the ramp that she brings is extremely powerful. Another thing that I learned during the gameplay, which is the reason why I put her in here, but it just didn't dawn on me until you see it happen. I haven't gotten enough reps in with her. But whenever you cast a creature spell with power 5 or greater, put a +1/+1 counter on Gwenna, Eyes of Gaia and untap it. So what this does is that there got Jodah. Gwen is going to help us ramp out into Jodah. We play Jodah. Jodah will immediately put a counter on Gwenna, but also untap her. So we have a higher chance of immediately following Jodah up with one of our various 3-drops to get that cascade effect, versus typically what you would see is Jodah comes down, the coat of arms effect takes into effect, but you have to wait a whole turn until you're able to get that cascade by following up with a creature. Hope I explained that correctly. So Gwenna, very powerful, I think worth having even though she's not human. Jaren, Corrupted Bishop, just another human that puts 2 bodies on the board instead of 1, and we have the ability to give a human we control lifelink. Again, a way to get back into the game if we end up falling behind on life. Once Jodah comes down, all our guys are huge. Giving them lifelink with Jaren is extremely powerful, and then the +1/+1 or the 1/1 human token that he creates can either chump block for us or also ramp us using Catilda's ability. Adeline is here to end the game in short order. Vigilance, star 4. I mean, that's really what it is. The 1/1s do not get Jodah's buff because they're not legendary, but she still adds cardboard to the board, as well as being a very powerful card should we happen to not find Jodah. So kind of our plan B strategy. Radodrobic is not a human, but his ability to copy legendary creatures when they die gives us additional resilience, kind of another form of Hajar. So once he's on the board, we are able to kind of play our legendaries with a little less worry because we have the insurance policy that when they die, they will come back. A token will come back of them as a non-legendary zombie to continue to get the effect. So they won't be legendary, they won't get the buff, but we'll still have the text on them. So the pump spell from Helana, the ramp from Catilda, the coat of arms from Jodah. Okay. Of note as well, Radodrobic does really good things when you sacrifice him to himself. So if we draw a double of him, we could play it and then sacrifice whichever one we want, and we'll still get the token. Urtai Resurrected does another Lagrella Magpie impersonation where it is removal on a stick. We still get to play a legendary creature that does all the things that this deck wants to do, but it tacks on with it a counter spell for those crucial board wipes if we think that's coming down, and a removal spell for those pesky creatures like Shieldred. Mishra is a new inclusion, and it kind of takes the same slot as Adeline, where it allows us to end the game. If we end up going wide, it tacks on that additional drain on the opponent, gains us a little bit of life if we're falling behind, but it's just a nice big body that's a human that costs 4 that we are able to cascade into our various 3-drops. And then finally, Helana and Elena Partners. Absolutely great card. You guys have seen these play day in and day out. Every red-green deck loves running them because they are a must-answer threat. If not, they will take over the game. First Strike and Reach goes great when the stat buff, but we also use it to give haste to other things like Jodah and whatever subsequent creatures we play or cascade into, as well as being able to just straight up add stats to the board if we don't have Jodah on the board. So another kind of redundancy, right? And then, of course, as you can tell, we're running no more than 3 of most copies in the deck just because they are legendary, so we really don't want them stuck in our hand. But Jodah we are running 4 of because we really want to draw him, and let's just be honest, he is a lightning rod for removal. But that is the list, my friends. So I want to give a shout out to one of the patrons that suggested this video, Kevin Pratt. Kevin, thank you so much for suggesting this video and supporting the channel and me. I really do appreciate it. It means a lot, my friend. You rock, and this Jodah humans list is for you, my friend. On the draw, unfortunately, this doesn't let us play the majority of our hand. So we're going to mulligan this. Much better. Much better. Keep this. And let's tuck the Urtai and keep the Lagrella. And then we'll go Plaza into Forest. Bank Cluster. Okay, so at least Catilda gets the result. Ooh, Secluded Courtyard, even better. Human. Go here. Then we go to Guena. Is it permanent or it's just exile any number of other target creatures you control? So we could probably risk getting rid of Guena. But it looks like they may end up taking Catilda out. Is it Grixis? It's Grixis. So what are we looking? I mean, we got to play out our hand. There's no way around it. A Braid? Okay. That's fine. Drop Guena. They can't draw, so that's a plus, right? Ooh. Let's Guena anyways, and the reason why is that next turn it gives us the ability to play both of these if we need to. So we can get the 1/1 out of Jaren and then Lagrella something. May have to keep it for Stern Lesson. Interesting. Interesting. So definitely going to have to sandbag the Magpie. 1, 2, 3, 4... 5, 6. Hey, that's not a bad one. Of course, it means that we don't get to do two things. So, do we just Jaren here? Red, black. I think I'm just going to play Mishra here. I think I'm just going to Mishra here. That way we still have the opportunity of doing two things in one turn. Mightstone takes out the Mishra, or do they draw? Takes out the Mishra. Okay. Fair. Fair enough. Can get behind that. Awkward. Awkward. Can't activate, can we? Yeah, right? I think we could if we wanted to, but she's not a human, she's an elf. Fair enough, we have another one, so we can roll with that. They're gonna draw. So maybe just a straight, is it? A Braid for days, respecting it, respecting it. Alright, so Catilda plus no. I would prefer to get the 1 damage in. Gosh darn it. I need to slow it down a little bit. Need to slow it down a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Another Mightstone. Let's see if they're going for Jaren or Catilda. They've been removing everything as they go. Okay. Fable. Alright, that's not the worst. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess technically we could start pumping the team. So Hajar protects us. I guess we just Magpie one of their guys. So Hajar, then Lagrella. One, two, three, four, five, 6. Lagrella stops the treasures. I don't really want to bounce any of our things. 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we just hold here. Try to survive until we can get Jodah. They get to discard. I mean, I'm just fully expecting to see a Cityscape Leveler. I'm starting to think that we actually have to mulligan until we see a probably Catilda down. They've, like I said, they've... Okay, let's just make the team indestructible in case they want to attack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can at least start pumping the team. They have a ton of removal. I haven't found their answers yet. Did they discard anything? Just the Stern Lesson. Another land. Not great. Not great. They land and white. I think we just hold, unfortunately. No attacks. Let's see if they Field of Ruin our Plaza. That would be interesting. We tapped out that turn, so we couldn't save our Hajar. We have double, and we have Catilda. Yep. That makes sense. So let's grab, let's see. Black, white, green, blue, a red. We have a couple of reds versus blue. Right? And we could tap blue with Magpie if we need to. Alright, so this is outside of... We're not outside of Burn Down the House range, but it is outside of Brotherhood's End. There's a Cityscape. Yeah, unfortunately, I think not getting... Our opponent just having... I mean, they were relentless, not gonna lie. 1, 2, 3, 4... 5 removal spells. We don't really have a good card draw. So no blocks. Take this. Let's see. And I think even top decking a Jodah here is not going to do it. Good game. Nicely done, opponent. Well, this is literally the first time we've had Jodah in our opening hand. So, and we get 2, 3, 4. So let's keep this. See if this is going to be enough to get us there. Going up against Mono Black Duress. Well, the jig is up. They know exactly what's going on. Holy cow. Talk about perfect mana. Look at that. Look at that. So they left up cut down. So we'll Gwenna because it allows us to play Jodah, right? We have 2 of them anyways. No attacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 14, we can't do a follow-up play. You know what? They only have 1 removal spell. That's what it is. We can double block. Lose one of these. Nah. We want to protect against a Liliana and or a Invoke. So let's see if they play the Shouldered here. They can. They know... Oh, Gix. Okay, interesting. Ooh... I kind of like the idea of playing the card that does something first. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. We could do awkward. All right. Oh man, that's busted. That is busted. Yes. Oh, nice. Oh. This is risky. Oh boy, is this risky. But we have ramp. We literally have Jodah in our opening hand. Going first with 2 lands, man. Could possibly go wrong, right? The question is, do we lead off with Dennick or with Catilda? Catilda will let us play a Mishra early, but I think I want Dennick to eat the first removal spell. Let's lead off with Plaza. It just gives us the most options. We'll see what they play on the other side. If they play a non-lethal color, okay, then we're ramping. We are ramping. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We can play Urtai, kill the Wormlet, or do we have to wait if they're ramp? We have to hold it for one of the... I think we have to hold the Urtai for when they drop the Clay Champion, if they're the mono green. Okay, that's a good sign. We'll take 2 here. Take 2, play Mishra. No blocks. Another Mishra, not exactly what we wanted to see. Man, really looked on those Plaza heroes, didn't we? Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can't make a follow-up play, but we're not necessarily worried about mono green killing Jodah either. Yeah, I think... Ooh. I like this. I like this. And they don't even have an attack. Granted, we can't attack with Mishra. Ooh, that's going to be spicy. It's just to get Jodah down. Once again, against mono green, we're really not afraid of anything right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can go Halana into Denik and then put the counters on Denik and get in there. That seems reasonable. Might Stone, a weak stone. Don't kill Catilda. Ah, so close. So close, yet so far away. That's actually quite relevant. That is actually wow. Sometimes you just get lucky, man. That's got to be a little frustrating for our opponent. All right, so here, trigger, get Thalia. Oh, it's... Never mind, they don't cycle. I forgot about that. So we just play Denik and then swing here. No, I think we still just wait. Yeah, because he just dies here. Because they'll just block here. Or do we to pressure them? 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't think so. I really don't. Well, we have a backup one. We attack, we gain 1. We have these 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No. Well, shoot, they're gonna kill Jodah next turn, aren't they? And then everything gets significantly weaker. Yeah, let's attack. If they block with the Wormlet, I'll take it as a win. We have another Mishra that will let us cascade into one of our 3 drops. Yeah, oof. I think we're gonna get rickety wrecked here. We need to resolve. All right. Okay, Gala Greeters. Okay, we could deal with that. That's fine. Stop. Okay, okay, we're not dead. I was preparing for the worst here. So I think we could just alpha and just not let Jodah die, right? I don't really think we care about Teething Wormlet at this point. So we have access to... So Urtai, kill Wormlet. I wanted to save her for the big thing that they play, but maybe killing Wormlet is correct. So first off, let's do this. And let's grab... we have white, so blue, black. Grab black. Because we have 2 black. Well, I guess we kind of have that here as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So unfortunately, we can't do 2 things in our hand. So I think we get Urtai going. And we can't give herself. Grab black. Then, man, I kind of really want to take that Wormlet off the table. All right. Give me something good. Lagrella, that's awesome. Lagrella is absolutely awesome. So, Wormlet and... kind of... do we eat the Catilda here? What do we eat? The Mishra, because we have another one? I don't think we eat anything, man. Unfortunately. They're gonna crew. That's fine. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then give counters to Lagrella. And then that way we can swing and put him on the back foot. Yeah, because we needed that to trigger to get that. So hold on. Can they afford to block here? No, they can't. They would just die. So we can swing with everything. I was trying to see, but yeah, that that is dirty. This is dirty. So we're punished if they have a board wipe, right? But what board wipe does mono green have? We got to keep our... So they could have a portal, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they have enough for portal. If they have portal, then what are we doing? We're sacking Denik, Mishra. All right. Oh, this deck feels so overpowered when you don't have to worry about removal, right? We're at 32. We still have an Urtai in case something shenanigans happen. Like, we literally probably will just leave Urtai up for the rest of the game. There you have it. This will get us green. This is pretty risky, right? We're relying a lot on getting Gwenna down, and then potentially... I don't think I like that. We're gonna mulligan this. Alright, we at least have Catilda, so we'll keep this. Keep Magpie, tuck Mishra. And then this will grab green, and then we can Catilda. Alright, we'll Denik... Well, we can't. Ooh. Yeah, we can Thalia. Okay. So go here and Thalia first. Just stem the bleeding a little bit. I think is going to be the correct play. Try to land Denik when we have a higher chance of Denik sticking. I think getting Catilda in play is correct because we can... Oh shoot, we actually can't get the blue. That's going to be interesting. This is going to be a little on the tight side. Let's see what their 2-drop play is. If we're going to get Chicked or Adversary or Devastator. Okay. We can mitigate that, and that's a fantastic target for Lagrella. Alright. Yep. I think whatever we play here is going to die, so I think I'd rather play Thalia. Thalia can also just by itself block Kumano, which gives us a little bit of additional life, right? Okay. Took their turn. We'll take it. We'll take it. We'll just play another Thalia. Alright, well, shoot, I guess it didn't take their turn. It worked out quite well for them. Alright, another white source, but not what we were looking for. So, Catilda, and these are basic, so it doesn't let us play Jodah. So I think we just have to Catilda again to block the Kumano. Or, I'm sorry, Thalia. 1, 2, 3, 4... We'll have access to... Alright. Fair. Looks like we might just be dead. Do they have another 1-drop play? Wow. Nice. Yeah. Yeah. That's a good one. Holy Nikes. I don't think there's anything we could do about it. Good game. Well played, opponent. Well played. On to the next one. Just a Thran portal, huh? We get a turn to Denik, and that's it. And white at least covers Radodrobic. Now we're gonna mulligan this. There we go. This is much better. And we still get the turn 2 Denik, turn 3 Jiren, and yeah. So keep this. And against my better judgment, we're gonna tuck the Urtai to keep our curve. Go 2, 3, 4. Secluded Courtyard, so we can actually hold off on this if we wanted to, but we also don't want to play a tapped land. So let's do this and grab... This will grab white. This will grab white because we have more double white than anything else. So let's just grab a plains here. And we have 3 secluded courtyards, which will allow us to play everything else in our deck. Ooh. Okay, okay. This is gonna be interesting. There we go. I mean, I guess it still is interesting. So now the question is, and see, that's the unfortunate thing and why we have the Gwenas and the Catildas, because they allow us to run out Jodah a little sooner, right? We're gonna keep this because we're gonna make this pretty darn big. So we're gonna hold off. All right, let's gain some life. Right, let's go secluded courtyard, human again. Played Jaren. And now I'm like halfway tempted to hold off on the Rada Drawback till after we could play Jodah. But we'll see. Now they may have a Cathar in hand. They'll go for the Jaren. They get to swing in for 6. We may or may not chump block, right? This guy's really only relevant when we're in a position with Catilda, which we do not have. So you potentially gain us some life is beneficial. They may also be contemplating about the 4th land, right? Interesting they didn't pump there. Yeah, I think I am just gonna go ahead and eat that. Like, keep our life total nice and high as much as we can, right? They may end up playing... Yep, there's the Brutal Cathar. Gonna take... Let's see which one. Okay, Jaren's fine. Jeez, alright. Well, unfortunately... What is he? He's a zombie? Zombie wizard. Wizard. So we should go wizard, I guess. Yeah, definitely not zombie. So let's go wizard. Because then we still get the... Well, I guess he's human anyways, right? Yeah, let's go wizard so it gets both. And then do we attack? Well, no, because now they have to spread out the +1 counters and we can run the double block, right? So no attacks. And now, and we're not necessarily opposed to blocking Rada Drawback somewhere. All right, so now they're in a position where they can simply just draw. They may or may not do that. Let's see. It looks like they're going to. So we just need to get Jodah on the board. I think if we can get Jodah on the board. All right, well, we're definitely going to Urtai the officer, right? So... No attacks. Let's wait till they draw. End our turn. Then when they draw, we'll try to kill. Interesting. That is interesting. So, my bad. I messed up. I really thought they were going to draw there. So, that was my bad. They're going to... Oh, I see what they're trying to do. Well, man, that's awkward. They're gonna flip and get one of these guys, but we can't let them, like, just make infinite dudes and draw. Yeah, I think they got us on that regards, unfortunately. I completely forgot about the flipping of the werewolf. That was my bad. Alright. So they get to draw only one card here. But they do get a card off of us, so that's unfortunate. Always forget that, man. Yeah, if we killed that, we would have gotten our Jaren back. Alright, so let's see what they take. Most likely... Oh, they took the Urtai. Okay. Well, that's interesting, isn't it? So now... Let's go here. And we'll eat our Rada Drawback. Oh. Let's go here and here. We get these guys back. They trigger. Urtai is going to eat the veteran. All right. Hey, I mean, we're sticking with it, which is surprising. We're not going to Suicide Denek. And now, if they get rid of our Lagrella, we get our Rotodrobic back. Cathar. Okay. Okay. So let's see what they take. Do they take the Urtai again? We have a chump blocker. I mean, this is all happening because we haven't been able to land Jodah, but it's also not too shabby because of the fact that now when we play Jodah, like, they're less likely to have... We can also... Do we just play a Rotodrobic into this to let him suicide? So then when these guys die, we get 2 copies? Is that what we're trying to do here? Do we play a Hajar? I definitely don't want these things to flip, so I'm just going to Rotodrobic here. Yes. And choose legendary permanent you wish to keep, the big one. This will trigger. Now we have double triggers, so this guy would get bigger if we want. They've missed their land drops. Do we have any good attacks? Not really, when they could just like do a double block and get rid of our Rotodrobic, though we would get a copy of it. We still have one in hand, but I like the big one to block, so we're going to hold. We're going to hold here. They could chump block as well. Maybe that's what they would have done. Looking, I mean, we're just looking for our 4th land. We have a handful of things that could break parity here. Quite a few, actually. Jodah would be obviously the main one, but a Catilda would do it. Right? There's Harbin. So that's an issue. Oh, yeah, we're just dead. Okay, fair. Good game. Yeah, and man, okay, so I feel like we need some card draw. All right, here we go. This is a great curve for us. Start off with this to go grab green. Plaza will let us go Hajar into Gwenna into combo, so let's keep this. And we do want to go on curve, so we'll go ahead and pull the trigger on this right away. And then once again, grab a forest, put that into play. Opponent still is not sure what we are up to just yet. White, I like that. Oh, hello. So that's actually fantastic for us because that means we'll be able to play Gwenna and then play Jodah turn early, and then the subsequent turn play 2 things. Oh, is this mono white? So mono white's interesting because they are going to have removal, so it's not like a free win here. Fortunately, I think we still Gwenna. Like, Adeline is tempting, but I think we still Gwenna here. So, let's attack. They take 3 just because the life gain may or may not come in handy. Gwenna, and then if they play... I think we have to hold the Magpie for, like, the Seraph. Either Seraph. There we go. Alright, so 1, 2, 3... 4, 5. Yeah, we play Jodah, get ahead of their lay on hands or lay down arms, and they decide not to even give it flying again. 1 point of damage, so we'll take that. Do we hit a land? We do. Doesn't really change the math much, honestly. So I would have liked to have been in a position where we can immediately play something, but let's go ahead before they kill Gwenna. Oh my gosh, I keep forgetting it untaps her. That is so sick. That is so sick. Alright, let's go here. And play a Catilda. That's ridiculous. And let's attack you for 8. That's absolutely preposterous. Oh, I keep forgetting that Gwenna gets untapped. So they have to kill Jodah here or they die. And even then, we still got significant value off of it. Do they run Depopulate? That's interesting. Destroy Evil. Okay, so sack Hajar. Protect our Jodah. And that's game. Alright, we're going to be taking quite a bit of damage here. But, yeah, I think we can make something happen here. Let's keep this one. This will go grab white. right? That way we stem some of the bleeding. Some of the bleeding. And we could still Catilda on 2. Let's see what we see on the other side of the board as far as colors go. White. Okay. And have to go the green. Take 1. Let's see. I mean, that could mean anything right now. All right, another white. Ambitious. Okay, so mid-range. So the trick here is going to be to stay ahead of their... So let's see. This is green-white. This is green. So this could probably go ahead and be black, right? And then let's go here. Save us a little bit of life. And then let's see. Green, black. Yeah, unfortunately, we don't have the fixing for the way our mana played out. Oh my gosh. Better lucky than good, man. Better lucky than good. Is that enough for this? It is not. So I think we just go... We could take the damage. We're going to get it back. So red, black, colorless here. That way we can attack with more things. Oh, I guess this still dies. So let's... Yeah, we really, I guess... Do we care about this? Gain 2, they take 2, they take it all. Okay, okay. Unfortunately now... Man. I wonder if these basics should just be dual land. Okay, free Bank Buster. So we're racing against Farewell. It's not looking very good. Alright, we can push through that. Alright, so... Jodah, and then we still can't Magpie, unfortunately. Would have liked to, though. Magpie, the Jaren. We could still play another Bishop, though. Well, yeah, I think so. Just to get the ball rolling, right? Let's see what we get here. Denick. Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it. So no big attack this turn. But we are 1 ahead. And let's keep the one that's untapped. Alright. This is a pretty good board. We may 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We get to hit him for 8 with Mishra's trigger. Let's see what they got going on. They have to do something big here. They have a couple of chump blockers. We don't have... So it's not quite lethal. So I'm wondering... I'm like strongly considering playing Lagrella to eat like the Paragon. Alright, they have plenty of blockers here. Or do we just save... Man, no, I don't think I want to give him anything. I think we just swing. We play Lagrella. What happens? We can hit a Thalia. Is playing a Lagrella to hit a Thalia good enough is my question. We can eat this guy, 1 less blocker. They're going to get drained for a bit. And then what do we take out, right? I kind of want to do it to give us protection. If we hit the Thalia, then that's 1 turn less or longer till their Farewell. So let's go blue, green, white. Play Lagrella. See if we hit the Thalia. I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it. What did we hit? We did hit the Thalia. Okay, cool. So our board is ginormous. And we get to exile a blocker. And don't exile anything from our side. And then we attack with everything, right? Mishra will trigger. And they scoop it up. Oh, sweet, man. Sweet. Well, my fellow knights, that is the deck. And I could see why people like playing with Jodah. Holy cow. Does he just... It's like runaway steamkin. This guy just takes over the game. It's kind of insane, honestly. And what a great combo with Gwenna. You could definitely tell that I haven't put the reps in with this deck. But I mean, that's the main reason why I put her in there, even though she's not human, right? Like, she is just broken between fixing and just immediately being able to play another spell right after Jodah is huge. You guys saw what a difference that makes. I was very impressed with Mishra just with our ability to go wide. Halana and Elena were fantastic. Radadrobic, we didn't get to see him really overperform, but he did shine a little bit. Lagrella, so yeah, man, it's a tight list. Like, every card here had a specific purpose, and we saw each one of them do their thing, right? We saw Jaren put 2 creatures on the board, which mattered. We saw the lifelink matter. Gwenna was great. Adeline as a finisher. Thalia to slow down our opponent. Dennick as life gain to stem the bleeding from aggressive decks. Hajar to protect our legendary creatures. Catilda to ramp us, albeit not fixing. Mishra as an additional fixer and a big body that could cascade into these guys. So yeah, it just, man, the list, I think there were a couple games where I wish we had a little bit of interaction. Now, whether I want something like Safekeeping that's easier to keep up, or Valor Stance, because we can also use as a removal, probably leaning towards Valor Stance. Sorry, I had a yawn too. It's kind of late for me. But yeah, I think we'll revisit this list for sure. Gwenna, absolutely fantastic. Maybe move away from the humans. I don't know, man, because honestly, a lot of what made this deck flow so good was Secluded Courtyard comboed with Plaza of Heroes, right? Because we did have a couple of mana issues. So I do think, going back to my original statement, I do think that the meta base needs to be worked on a little bit and cleared up. I think the Thran portals can go. Honestly, I wasn't too impressed with them. I thought the ability to be a man of any color was relevant, but honestly, these were probably better suited simply being a dual land, or a pain land, right? Which may be what we end up doing going forward. Maybe doing green and white, like green based and white based pain lands with the opposite color being red or black, since those are kind of what we want to see later on the top end, and making sure we hit that crucial like green, white, blue in the early game. Because even Hajar, it's not the end of the world if we don't get him down early, right? It's nice because then he protects our other stuff, but if we get him down a little bit later, it's fine. I think the biggest difference we saw were the games where we got Catilda and Gwen out early and we did not. Very interesting too, you know, we're not running any 4-ofs except of Jodah because we for sure want to hit Jodah, and yet there was a point where we had 3 Radadropic in our hand. There was a point where we had 3 Thalias in our hand. It was kind of insane. There was a point where we had all 3 Jaren in our hands. Like, it's kind of nuts the way the shuffler works sometimes, right? But yeah, the deck is spicy, man. This is a spicy one. I can see where people enjoy it. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys enjoyed it, and maybe we'll keep brewing with this one. I do think we want to put some additional card draw in here. So I think, honestly, I'd probably consider cutting Adeline, Jaren, unless we're keeping this human synergy, because I definitely like the ramp. I think these 2 and then Mishra can probably go for additional spells, and I think I would be happy about that, honestly. So we're gonna probably revisit this deck with those adjustments, come back with it. I like the creatures. Everything else felt solid to me. I want to keep Gwenna. Like I said, that synergy that you guys saw was just way too powerful. So I think at Radadropic, same thing, not a human, but man, that redundancy, that ability to get our heroes back, it just feels really good. So maybe we try a little less kill them, because really that's what Jaren, Jaren is a couple of things. Adeline really is in the list just to finish off our opponent. So I do think that like Adeline and Mishra are the flex slots, and we can swap those out for a little more interaction and card draw. So yeah, that's the list, my friends. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Till next time, as always, once again, thank you again to my patrons. Thank you guys so much for suggesting this idea and being the reason I brew my first Jodah deck. You guys rock, man. I really do appreciate it. It means so very much to me. Until next time, as always, my friends, happy gaming.